Hello, I'm here at MSI with Licorice. He's just gone through to the bracket stage. You're a guy that normally a lot of the time you'll be playing against people like Tyler One, some of the legends of NA. What was it like to play against Neymar and Messi today?
It was a bit different. Tyler One, he likes to all chat a lot. There's not a ton of that happening on stage.
I suppose you wouldn't understand it if he did.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows
Yeah,
a few words that you can, you know,
for sure.
everyone can understand.
I wanted to get into sort of just the general ecosystem of NA. So you're in a league whereby there's only about, forgive me if I'm wrong, I'll be off maybe off a few here. So there's around 11 American players in the NALCS, five of which are actually top laners, which is interesting to me. What about the top lane role do you think appeals to the American identity? Is it the rugged isolationism or the need to get involved with the rest of the map when no one asks you to?
I think it's probably more to do with the rugged isolationism. I've never heard of a top laner who decided to play top because they were like, yeah, I want to be really involved because then you just play jungle or something. So yeah.
Sure. So you're a player that's kind of showed, I hope you don't mind me saying, a lot of variance in your performance throughout your career. You've showed up massively internationally, including this tournament. Massive props to you. I think there needs to be more props towards you, competing at a very high level. It feels like you've reached almost not a new peak, but a revisit to a peak. But you've also had a few splits where you've really struggled domestically in the LCS. Do you think your time before you joined the LCS as a dishwasher was what prompted and motivated you to be so washed up?
I can't believe you would know about that. Uh, hey man, I'm just a person. I had some rough years, and now I'm having some better years, just like as a human. So playing better too.
Do you think that perhaps with the win and going to the bracket stage that Golden Guardians will give you a stimulus check to get some sweatpants that fit you?
No, but there's always the prize money from the tournament.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I wanted to ask you, because obviously NA, we just talked about it there, it's a landscape where there's a lot of imports coming in. Has that motivated you in any way to learn any other languages, perhaps the ones of your teammates, to get a bit closer to them?
I have thought about it, but I mean, honestly, it's really hard to find the time to do anything besides play League and rest as a pro player. So that's pretty much it.
Can you hold this for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Well, this is one of the things I was wondering about in regards to that is you could actually teach them something, because potentially what you could do is you could say it's to them, it's time to learn American, buddy.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
that
is
is something that you could do.
that is an old photo of me. My God.
Well, you know, these things have to happen. It's a lot of preparation that goes into these interviews. What do you think about people that are kind of talking about you in the context of time to learn American, buddy? Do you feel like you're making people respect NA a lot more as a region from this tournament?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, time to learn American. Like I'm Canadian, so it's like
Yeah, well, time to learn Canadian. We're going to have to make a new T-shirt, unfortunately. Do you have any words for sort of the general level of top laners? Why do you think that you are performing in the way that you are? Is it a sort of sense of Canadian patriotism?
yeah. I think it's all about the Canadian patriotism. I brought like a flannel jacket actually, and I think that alone is probably the key to all my success. Yeah.
America has the bald eagle, Canada has the moose. Do you feel like them? Do you identify with the moose? Is that your spirit animal?
Not really. I don't even know. Like mooses they just exist, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much like top laners.
Yeah. You have a point there.
The North American work ethic is something that's been criticised by the unwashed masses on Twitter for many years now. Do you think that your high school motto of nothing but the best is what matters will prevent you from failing into the same trappings as some of these lazy, indolent, work-shy NA players?
I don't know. I mean, like you said earlier, I've had some variance in my career, and when I wasn't playing very well, people obviously could tell that I wasn't practicing at all and no longer cared about the game. So I don't know if I'm the best person to ask about that.
That's fair enough. Your sort of curly locks and your nerdy disposition has led many people to refer to you as the Prince Charming of LCS. Could you talk to me about playing in the orchestra for the Shrek musical?
Um, Holy shit, you do your research. Hey man, I played in the pit band for the musical. It was a lot of fun.
You've actually surprisingly got very good statistics in regards to gold generation, gold per minute, and also you've been a player that's utilized very well futures market in the past. Do you think that your father would ever consider helping out a struggling org like CLG with their accountancy?
Hey man, CLG, I mean energy now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. They're already changing house, so hopefully it goes better.
for sure, for sure. Let's double check if I have any more questions. I think we're done, to be fair. How do you think the rest of the tournament's going to go?
you know, you win some, you lose some.
I think I've completely, he just got no idea what's going on. He's not able to answer any of the questions at this point. Right, cool. I think in that case, that pretty much wraps up everything we're going to do. It's been lovely speaking to you. I hope I've not freaked you out, and I hope you don't have to, check under your bed when you go to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Ruddy up. Let's go. Cheers, mate.
Cheese.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
That's a cheese like.
He's from Liverpool. You won't be understanding.